It's December 19th, and just ordered this, and it's 10:26 p.m. in Arizona. Ordered from the Val Vista baseline location, and got raw meat.
Back in 2022, when MrBeast rolled out Beast Burger, it looked like one of the smartest creator business plays ever pulled off. At its peak, the brand claimed over 2,000 locations worldwide, popping up almost overnight like magic. No long build-up, no slow rollout, just instant dominance that had people stunned and talking everywhere. Across cities in the US, Europe, and beyond, headlines were throwing around massive numbers, with some reports hyping hundreds of millions in annual revenue. Fans weren't just impressed, they were convinced this was the future of fast food. A YouTuber building a global restaurant empire without owning a single building sounded slick, futuristic, and almost too clever to fail. But fast forward to 2025, and that empire is barely breathing. Most locations are gone, quietly wiped off delivery apps. The company operating the brand is now locked in a nasty legal fight with MrBeast himself. What was once everywhere has been reduced to ghost listings and a single real dine-in spot sitting inside a mall in New Jersey. What used to be framed as a revolutionary food model now feels more like a warning sign that unraveled just as fast as it blew up. And here's the wild part: the collapse didn't come from one massive scandal or shocking headline. It happened slowly, quietly, and then all at once, catching fans completely off guard. To really understand how Beast Burger went from viral success to a zombie brand, you have to rewind to December 2020. The world is locked down. Restaurants are failing. Small businesses are closing daily, delivery apps are exploding, and people are desperate for anything new that feels fun or hopeful. Then MrBeast drops a video where he opens a restaurant that literally pays people to eat there. He's handing out burgers, cash, electronics, even cars. It's loud, chaotic, generous, and perfectly tuned to his brand. And at that moment, it felt unstoppable. At the same time, he announces MrBeast Burger. Hundreds of locations go live instantly, not in one city, not in one state, but spread across the entire country in one sudden move that caught everyone off guard.
Money for you, money for you, money for you, money for you. You better come get a Beast Burger. I'm sorry for making you wait. Here's $100. Thank you. You might want to give another 100. It's going to be a second. Chris said it'll be a second. Here's another 100. It's a burger and some money. All right. It's nice meeting you. Here you go. Enjoy. Dude, I don't have any burgers right now, but here's $100. Thank you, bro. Yeah, man. This is the car I bought. I bought that car this morning on an impulse to give away. And since you got sideswiped, I thought we might as well give it to you. Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, because I was just sitting there complaining about how I was going to get my car fixed. Thank you.
No problem. Are you crying? Oh, she's going to make me cry.
I don't get nothing, like, for real. I work hard for everything I got. I don't get nothing handed to me.
Oh my gosh, I can't handle this.
Within weeks, that number jumps into the thousands, stretching across multiple countries. And that's when people started asking the obvious question: how does someone open that many restaurants overnight without years of planning or construction? The answer was ghost kitchens. Instead of building physical locations, MrBeast partnered with a company that specialized in virtual restaurant brands. The setup was straightforward. Existing restaurants, diners, and kitchens already listed on delivery apps would add the MrBeast Burger menu to their systems. They cooked the food using provided recipes, packaged it with Beast branding, and sent it out through apps like Uber Eats and DoorDash. MrBeast supplied the name, the hype, and the massive audience. The kitchen supplied the labor and ingredients. The delivery apps handled the logistics and payments. On paper, it looked flawless. Struggling restaurants picked up extra income during a brutal time. MrBeast gained instant nationwide reach without owning a single building. Fans felt like they were supporting their favorite creator just by ordering a burger to their door. And for a while, it worked. Orders poured in non-stop. Some delivery apps lagged under the demand. Social media filled up with photos of Beast-style burgers and loaded fries posted by excited fans. Revenue climbed fast. Reports claimed over $100 million in sales within the first couple of years. Business YouTubers praised it as the blueprint for creator-driven brands. No real estate, no massive overhead, just scale, speed, and hype. But the same thing that made the model grow so fast is what quietly set it up to fail. Because when you don't control the kitchen, you don't truly control the product. Once the initial hype faded, people started posting what actually showed up at their doors. Burgers that looked nothing like the promo photos. Patties either undercooked or burnt dry. Orders missing items completely. Fries arriving soggy and cold. Buns crushed flat. Cheese barely melted, if at all. Some customers slowly realized their MrBeast Burger had been cooked inside a random gas station kitchen or a diner they had never even heard of. The whole experience turned into a gamble. One person might get something decent, the next person might get something borderline inedible. And the worst part was, most customers didn't understand how ghost kitchens worked. They didn't blame the random restaurant making the food. They blamed MrBeast because his name was on the box and his face sold the idea. TikTok poured gasoline on the situation. Videos went viral showing sad-looking burgers, strange textures, and food that looked completely beaten up by the time it arrived. People joked that ordering Beast Burger felt like opening a randomized loot box. Sometimes you got food, sometimes you got pure disappointment.
Investigated secret ghost kitchens, starting off with Beast Burger, which according to Google Maps runs ghost kitchens out of gas stations, Thai restaurants, and even Mexican restaurants. And it turns out this was semi-true, as they were slinging Beast Burgers out of all these places, even inside of a Friendly's. After this, I had Tender Shack, which is a popular Uber Eats chicken spot, and it turns out they were just making these out of an Outback Steakhouse. Even crazier is that it was the same exact chicken as they were using in their kids' meal. Pardon My Cheesesteak was up next, which is a virtual kitchen owned by Barstool employees, and I saw that it was served out of IHOP, and I thought it would at least be a separate cheesesteak from IHOP's cheesesteak, but turns out to be the same exact thing. The conspiracy ran even deeper though, because It's Just Wings, a popular DoorDash restaurant, is just Chili's wings repackaged, and Conviction Chicken, a popular Uber Eats restaurant, is just Friday's wings repackaged. Even Chuck E. Cheese has a restaurant called Pasquale's Pizza that runs out of there, and spoiler alert, it's the same exact pizza as Chuck E. Cheese's. And the weirdest part of all of this is that none of the workers that I confronted seemed to have any clue that this was happening right under their noses in their very own restaurants' kitchens. Very strange.
Influencers started digging into the ghost kitchen model and uncovered how messy it really was. Some kitchens were running dozens of different virtual brands at the same time. One grill, one fryer, multiple menus, zero real brand loyalty or consistency. Health inspectors didn't always even know which brands were operating out of which locations. Quality control at that scale was almost non-existent, and MrBeast knew it. When people tagged him in bad orders, he responded, he apologized, he refunded customers, he openly admitted something wasn't right. He even adjusted delivery ranges in certain areas to cut down on cold food complaints. But here was the real problem. He didn't own the kitchens. He was locked into a contract with the company running the operation, and that contract limited how much control he actually had. He could complain, he could apologize, but he couldn't just pull the plug. So they tried fixing the issue by leaning into the one thing that actually worked. They finally opened a real physical restaurant in 2022. The first official MrBeast Burger location launched inside the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. The opening was pure chaos. Thousands of fans flooded the mall. Police had to step in to manage the crowds. Wristbands were handed out just to keep order. It felt less like a restaurant opening and more like a theme park attraction. But here's the part that really matters. That location actually worked. It had a dedicated kitchen, staff trained specifically for the menu, consistent branding, a controlled environment from start to finish. Reviews were mostly positive, and customers noticed the difference immediately.
Where's MrBeast Burger? How many of them do you have?
Right now, we don't have any physical. We have 1,600 virtual restaurants.
So you order it online and then they deliver it?
Yeah, so like, let's say you own a mom and pop restaurant. You literally just sign up, go through the course, you learn how to make all the stuff on a menu, and you just order our ingredients and our packaging, and then you just flick it on Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, and you can start taking orders, and we let you keep a majority of the revenue. So it's basically like, it's a win-win for restaurants, especially when COVID first hit. It was like huge for a lot of restaurants because I was pushing it really hard back then. And like some restaurants, you were literally laying off people, and then they started serving Beast Burger, and some of them doing like 10 grand a week.
Business Insider later reported that the food was solid, the experience was fun, and the whole place felt like walking into a real-life MrBeast video. And that restaurant is still open today, which says everything. When MrBeast controlled the process, the brand worked. When it was scattered across hundreds of anonymous kitchens, it didn't. By mid-2023, things started unraveling in public. Fans noticed that MrBeast quietly deleted the original Beast Burger launch video. When someone asked if the brand was finished, he replied that he was moving on and focusing on other projects, including Feastables. He openly admitted the ghost kitchen model made it impossible to guarantee quality. He even hinted that he had signed a bad deal and that the company running the brand wouldn't let him shut it down, even as it damaged his reputation. Those posts didn't stay up for long. They were deleted quickly, which strongly suggested lawyers were already involved. Then came the nuclear option. MrBeast filed a lawsuit against the company operating Beast Burger. He accused them of serving low-quality, sometimes inedible food and prioritizing rapid expansion over brand integrity. The message was clear. He wanted out completely, but the story didn't end there. Within days, the company fired back with a massive countersuit worth over $100 million. They accused MrBeast of defamation, claimed the bad reviews were a small minority before his public complaints amplified them, and alleged he was trying to bully his way out of the contract.
Thousands of people crowded the American Dream Mall in East Rutherford for a restaurant opening.
YouTube star MrBeast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, has more than 100 million subscribers, and now he's got a burger joint, his first brick-and-mortar restaurant.
Until now, the burgers were made in ghost kitchens and could only be ordered on delivery services, so some fans traveled from far away for the big grand opening.
I am absolutely stunned by the amount of people that have traveled here from cross-country, out of the country, and some have never even tried one of these burgers.
Once he decided to move on, the company argued that he was walking away from a profitable business out of greed, not principle. That's when things got surreal. MrBeast was suing to shut down his own restaurant brand, while the company running it was suing to keep using his name. Fans were still ordering burgers, thinking they were supporting a wholesome creator project, completely unaware of what was happening behind the scenes. Because behind the scenes, it was nothing but lawyers, contracts, and legal pressure. At the same time, the ghost kitchen industry itself was starting to fall apart. Customers were burned out on mystery food coming from mystery kitchens. Delivery apps were overloaded with virtual brands nobody recognized or trusted. Health regulators struggled to keep track of who was operating where, and many ghost kitchens quietly shut down without a word. Virtual dining concepts clung to Beast Burger as one of the last recognizable names in the space, but even that couldn't save it. By 2024 and into 2025, the damage was already done. Most Beast Burger locations vanished. Only a few ghost listings stayed active. The New Jersey restaurant remained open because it was an actual physical location with real oversight. MrBeast publicly distanced himself from the brand as the lawsuit dragged on. At this point, Beast Burger exists in a strange limbo, technically alive, practically dead, and the lesson behind it is brutal but clear. Beast Burger didn't fail because people hated MrBeast. It didn't fail because the idea was bad. It failed because food isn't something you can scale infinitely without control. Quality matters more than reach. Trust matters more than hype. And once customers feel burned, they rarely come back. MrBeast has moved on to projects he can fully control, products, content, and physical experiences where quality lives or dies with his own team. Beast Burger now stands as one of the clearest examples of how even the smartest creator empires can collapse when speed beats structure. So was Beast Burger a failure? Financially, maybe not at first. Reputationally, absolutely. Strategically, it's remembered less as a revolution and more as a warning. Now I want to hear from you. Did Beast Burger ever work for you? Did you get a decent meal, or were you one of the people burned by the ghost kitchen gamble? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the rise and fall of internet empires. This is HypeFame, and I'll see you in the next one.